On Oppenheim's performance piece. What are they called, those household gods who make their homes in the hearth, who abide in the abode to protect those within? The Lares, I think. That's it, yes, the Lares, intermediaries between the irreproachable dead and the we who still ride life's indeterminate wave. The Lares, keepers incorporeal of the lines between here and hereafter. The Lares, very, very local gods, if gods even, more like the familial bearers of the catalogued generations of guilt and of love, of protection and expectation, ghostly scalers of a twisted ladder stretching like a double helix from home to the shady dell where live those who are no longer here to nag in person. How right they were, the old masters. The hearth is just the earth, aspirated by gods, breathed to life. Until the last few ticks on mankind's clock, home was where the hearth was, a cradle of fire that converted flesh to food, cold to warmth, making contempt the belly and the skin, the outside and the in, a good fire transfiguring the home to womb. The smoke that rises from chimneys speaks to the ravens of life being lived. The meat's quintessence, released by cookery, rides a thick herd of smoke upwards, ascending to the banquet tables of gods. And the way it draws us in all our mere mortality. The crackling fire that's the sound of home. The beckoning smell of venison stew bubbling in a kettle. The trumpets marking entrance, or triumph, or a latter-day call to doom. And is this why Dennis Oppenheim's performance piece gives me so much joy and anxiety? For what is a hearth without a home, a center without circumference, an infinite radius reaching everywhere, which is to say, nowhere? It's a work naming its own loneliness, its failure to be what it cannot not be. Where are the Lares now who keep our walls? Where are walls even? Oppenheim's hearth plopped down between drop-off lanes, temporary roads for a drive-through world, the proper paths of a society where microwaves have replaced stockpots and furnaces are hidden in basement closets. No fireplace stools to carry generations of behinds, no ancestral hands still felt in the kettles and the ladles and the recipes passed down, parent to child, no wisdom in the governance of fire, a society of thermostats and beeping timers. Performance piece stands outside, a sentinel without a fortress, a sundial in a morass of digital watches, and even then twisted, knotted, even its shadow useless. A home's heart quite literally out of place. Not unlike us, perhaps, in our most honest fears before dawn calls us to the works of days. Fears that we, too, like this hearth, may in this world we've engineered be merely decorative at best, and knotted up, and at long last then, pushed out altogether.